Hey Sagittarius, we're going to tap into some of the energy for today. When you find this, it's timeless, so you may be dealing with this right now. We're going to do a butterfly spread, and with this spread, what we're going to look at is the cocoon phase, something that's going on inside you right now. We're going to look at the caterpillar phase, influences that have hindered or had a negative impact. We're going to look at influences that have helped you, and particularly your strengths that can help you moving forward. And then we're going to take a look at the butterfly phase, and this is the part where we have options for you. This particular spread is designed to give you choices so that you can be empowered to work with spirit to create the future that you desire. So let's get in right away to this caterpillar phase for Sagittarius. Okay. And the first card we have out, now we have the Son of Pentacles. And this is the same as the Knight of Pentacles. I'll put it up right this way so you can see it. Now, I'm going to get a few clarifiers. That's the middle. Okay, well, we're going to see where Spirit wants me to put that. I'll ask my guides on that. We're going to get 3 cards here. We do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And what else do we have here that's going on? Okay. Now this card seems to be a little bit more adjacent to what's gone on in the past. And we flipped that over. This is the Ten of Swords right here. So there is something that you're putting an end to in the past. And I'm feeling there has been a period of feeling left out in the cold, and that's ending. There's a lot of endings you're creating here. We're having reverses come out, and I was not holding the deck upside down, which I sometimes do. And with this, I'm going to get an oracle card with it. Hang in there with me. There's things come out gradually in my readings. Okay, we do have Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. And what I'm picking up on is there's a lot of you now, for Sagittarius, this could be your sun, moon, rising, or whatever house placement you have it in, and that will be the area affected. Because I'm feeling like this is not an overall everything in your life, but in a particular place, it was just not a nurturing environment. It was not a nurturing relationship. And for some of you, it was not a nurturing and healthy behavior or pattern. And a lot of you have put a lot of work into ending that. I feel compelled to put it there. Okay, can we get one more? I'm being told to go back to the tarot. Let's look at what has been a hindrance in the past. And this is generally a situation you've left out of. And in this spread, I really feel like most of you have left out of it. Everyone's going to be on different timelines, so you might find yourself in different places in this spread. And that's okay. We do have, for the first one out, we have the Nine of Wands. And so a lot of you were in a situation that required a lot of fight, a lot of energy. Can we get 2 more cards to clarify, please? We do have the Father of Cups. And I feel like this was really a lot of trying back to this, feel loved and comforted. It was an incredible amount of work and effort that had to be put in to basically get just a drop from the cup that you were trying to get, that comfort and support and success for some of you from. One more card, please, to clarify. And the Star. It was, that it just, there's so much work that went into it, so much effort, but I feel in this spread there was just this block. It was just, there was no way, no matter how much work you put in, there was just an interference, someone, or just even being in the wrong place. Sometimes the universe just doesn't let us follow through and succeed at something because it's not in our highest good. And as much as you try to get that success to the star energy, no matter how hard you worked, it was just this, don't take the gender, don't worry about it. This King of Cups energy just stood in the way and was just not going to give it to you. And I'm actually really hearing, for some of you, it was the universe acting on your behalf because there was another path. For some of you, we'll go a little deeper and find out for you guys. All right, let's look at now some of the things that are your strengths, some of the positive, helpful things that came through. Can we get that for Sagittarius? 3 cards, please. We do have the 2 of Swords. Now, you do know how to protect your heart, which is a very good thing. So whatever this was, you were able to keep it from encroaching too far into your heart. And you have the Ace of Cups. I mean, this is beautiful. You know, not only are you protecting your heart, your emotions, you do have an incredible strength to keep that part of you protected. Not hidden necessarily, but also not having to reveal it to people who don't deserve it. That's a strength that you have also. Okay, 1 more card, please. Thank you. And we have the 8 of Wands. And this is, for me, a lot of times, it's the communication with our higher self. There's many interpretations of this card, but it generally comes out, and especially today it's been coming out as this is you being able to communicate with your inner spirit, your higher self, your authentic self. So you have an incredible power to stay true to who you are and what is in your highest good. And I feel like that also blends into down here, you may not have been willing to compromise on who you truly are. And some people may not have accepted that. You may have also been in a path that didn't lead you to a place that was fitting and, I want to say, congruent to your higher self and your true passions and true love. All right, I feel like we need some clarifiers here. I'm going to go to the tea leaf. Now, the way I use the tea leaf, it's similar to the way a lot of people pull charms, if you've seen that. They're messages just to help you. If it doesn't resonate in these, it's fine. But for those of you, it'll bring out a specific message to specific people. And success. Now, success is one of those things. I just feel like you have a success coming and you are capable of a success, but it's really finding the right pathway. And for a lot of you, I know you just don't want to compromise who you are and your vision. Let's see what else we have. We do have crib, birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. These are not predictive, so don't worry. This is not predicting that you're pregnant. If you already know you're pregnant, then you know. But yeah, I feel like some of you, how to give birth to an idea or a goal is something that you've struggled with. You may have gone a route that just didn't allow for it to happen that way, but there is a different path to it. We have the Ram, which is a stubborn, aggressive person. And I really feel like, you know, when we were talking about this Father of Cups energy, I think perhaps there was just a person that may have been blocking, and it's just, you need to reroute around that person. And that's for some of you. I'll pull 1 more from this, and then we'll get to the other pile. This is Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and pathways opening up. And that's really where I see this here, is that you do have the new opportunities. And we're looking at this cocoon phase where it's really, you know, you're putting an end to the left out in the cold, the feeling like you're not the king of that pentacle, that you're just the knight, you know, you're just in this all the thoughts and stuff that go against you, this is all coming to an end. And that's freeing you up. All right, I was supposed to grab one more from this deck. Chair, empty, someone is leaving your life. That's a message for some of you. And that may be this Father of Cups figure for some of you. We do have throne, position of authority. And I feel like that's where you need to step up to. And that's the pathway forward for some of you. We do have older man dealing or relationship with an older man. It may resonate with some of you. And pineapple, reconciliation. And I feel like I want a little bit clarity on that. We have finger, a warning, you have a problem either now or in the future. So for some of you who are still trying to think, maybe I can work it out, take it as it resonates. You know, don't watch a tarot reading and like use it to go, oh, I gotta like get rid of that person. You already know. If some of you are trying to reconcile with somebody that you know it's just never gonna, and you're gonna run into the same problems. You know, that's specific for some people, and you already know. You don't need me to tell you that. All right, so we're gonna move on. Those were just, if any of you needed a little bit clarification or to know there's a place in here in the reading for you. Let's move on. For the butterfly part, we're going to look at, you know, there is a pathway you can go that's not going to be for your highest good. We're going to take a look at some of the elements. You always have a choice in how you proceed forward. So this is more of a cautionary, like, if you go this way, then, all right, so we've got a few cards that came out. Now we do have, did I hold the deck upside down? Let's see. No, I just have it shuffled. Okay, I have it shuffled with reversals in there. We do have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So yes, you may feel like you're freeing yourself from something and really getting rid of that Emperor energy out of your life, that blocking energy. And then we end up with the 4 of Wands and the Devil. Now, okay, this is a little bit challenging of a message to give. Sometimes when we leave one situation, we rush into another that looks really shiny and happy and pretty and great. So there's a couple of ways this is going, and this is always an option you have to do. This is great. You know, I like seeing this, freeing yourself from a particular energy that was making you feel trapped and caged in. That's a great way to go. But if you're doing it by surrounding yourself with externals instead of with your internal work, and embracing your higher self, and you're reliant on, well, I'm just going to go to the party, I'm going to hang out with this group, and it's almost this, it's tempting to go and say, oh, well, it's so much easier this way, it'll be fun, and all that great stuff. But there's sort of a devil energy there that it's like, it's a temptation. For some of you, it's a behavior where when you kind of get yourself out of that Emperor energy, you end up almost imprisoning yourself in another way, but it feels fun at first. So take that as it resonates. It's going to be different for everyone, but that is a little bit of a caution there. You know, it's a familiar pattern. Many of us have done it. All right. And the specifics are different for everyone. So like I said, this is more of a looking at things so that you can examine yourself, your behaviors, and your environment, and make choices that serve you and your highest good, rather than kind of like, oh, I'm going to take another step and potentially do something here like this is showing that's not serving your highest good. It's going to be different for everyone what this is, okay? And I am hearing, like, for some of you, it is drinking, it is partying, it is, going back to an irresponsible crowd of people where you end up really feeling negative about yourself. And then you have to redo everything and get restarted again. So this is a very much a delay and an unhealthy path, one that you're not going to be proud of. So let's look at a positive option, where you can tap into your strengths, and one that will be helpful to get you to where you're meant to go. So let's see what we have for Sagittarius here. Okay, so we do have the Seven of Cups in reverse. All right, so this is what I'm getting is, not moping around, not whatever. This is saying, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and cry about things. I am not going to ignore, just focus on what I've lost or the spilt cups and who's gone. And I almost feel like, I'm not going to cry about the fact that everybody else is going out and having fun at the expense of moving forward with their life purpose. And you're going to focus on, what are those cups that are the most value to you. All right, let's see what else we have for you, Sagittarius. The Empress energy. And yes, stepping into, don't worry about the gender, stepping into that, you know your creativity, you know your strength, you are really growing things that are in alignment with your higher self and your path. Okay, one more card, please, for Sagittarius. The cards almost feel like they're saying, no, that's it. But what did this one want to come out? This one fell down on here. So let's see. Death. Yeah, we have death and rebirth here. But like this card really literally fell down on this card here. So I think there is a particular warning for some of you that you just re-examine some of what you might be intending on right now, especially if this is something that involves a lot of, okay, I'm just going to use irresponsible, but that's like not a word I want to use right now. But it's feeling like this is like the death to your dreams, and then you're going to have to, it's not predicting a death. It's just like, this is a dead end down here. And I think Spirit's trying to emphasize this. This is not for all of you, but some of you really are looking at, I'm going to break free from this situation and go directly into a situation that's completely unhealthy for me. And that's going to like just really have long-term effects on me being able to achieve my goals. All right, so that's an important message there for some of you. That's not everyone. Not all of you are heading towards that. So let's just go ahead. Is there anything? I'm really sure. Ask my guides. Is there anything else in this, like suggestions for how to go about this in a healthy way? Thank you for Sagittarius. The world. I mean, and this is what we're talking about up here. You are able to create a world inside and around you that fits with your higher purpose. You are absolutely able to create that. And this is such a dramatic and different path that you can, these two paths are so different, and you have that option. And, I'm being told sometimes we zigzag. Don't worry if you end up zigzagging a little bit. Some, zigzags, we kind of take the windy road sometimes. Winding road. Whiny road. The winding road. But I do have the Mother of Wands at the bottom, and this is the wise energy. Don't worry about gender, of course. The wise energy who knows how to protect, how to know their passions, and how to grow and give birth to what they want and what they're meant to, and that there's an abundant amount of things to grow and give birth to. All right, so let's just see, are there any additional oracle cards we have for Sagittarius here? Anything else that may help Sagittarius, especially in choosing the path? I feel like that's important right now. We do have the Knight card. Be brave and honest. Some of you, it's going to be very hard to be honest with yourself. It's not going to be fun to have to get that real and say what's serving your purpose and what's the dead end and what's me really bringing in this creative energy. So it's okay. You've got to be brave. You've got to be honest. And I just set this card over here where it says, you know how to guard your heart, your passion, and communicate with your higher self. This is a strength you have. So definitely tap into this strength here to guide you through so that you're going on the path that's going to be the one with the least, potholes in it. Anything else for Sagittarius that can help them with their choices, decisions, and path? And you also have trust in higher forces. So for those of you who are kind of feeling like perhaps the universe is just out against you, especially like I had said in the beginning, sometimes the universe blocks a path for your highest good. Now, just trust in that the universe is never going to stop you from your highest good. If it does put a block in, it might be preventing you from doing something detrimental. But this is also to say, trust in your higher self and the universe. And I do have hold the space at the bottom of the deck. And for some of you, the message here is, if you are not sure, don't worry, take a pause. Take a pause and then go back into this energy where you have that strength, where you can be brave and honest with yourself, where you can trust in, higher guidance, you can trust in your higher self and protect your heart and your passion. If you feel like you've been rushing towards something, maybe it's time to just sort of slow down and go, okay, I'm going to do a recheck and make sure that this aligns with my highest good. I feel like that's pretty much it. Yeah, I split the deck at trust and thrive. So there's a lot of trust that you need to reestablish with yourself and with the universe. And that's a real important thing. And if you need to take it a little slow to reestablish that before you figure out what steps you want to make moving forward, that's okay. All right, Sagittarius, that's everything I have for you today. If it resonated with you and this helped some, if you could click the like button, that lets me know that this is helping people so that I know I'm tapping into an energy that is for other people's highest good. Other than that, I do these daily when I have energy, and I, feel a little weird giving you like such a drastic one over here. I don't want to scare people. Don't be scared. This is not like you're going to, death is not death here. It's a dead end. There is a pathway that you're considering. A lot of you, you're considering a pathway that is a dead end. You're kind of breaking out of a pathway that was a dead end, and you're looking at walking right into another one. So take that time to pause and really tap into that strength you have to be connected to your higher self and to your higher power, all right? So that's really the best I can give you to empower you in this moment that you're in. All right, I will hopefully get to see you and talk to you in another reading. Feel free to leave a comment. And definitely, if there's something that resonates, please do hit the like button, because that tells me that kind of just cycles back the energy to say that, yeah, this is an energy that's helping people with their highest good. All right, take care, and I wish you the best.